Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 24th to the 30th of April 2017. So Pluto has turned retrograde, and this will be a very slow process until September, but especially slow in the next couple of weeks as it takes a while to gain momentum in the retrograde direction. So Pluto is actually stationary at the moment, and this brings in a stationary feel. This brings in stillness. This brings in potentially a lack of energy. It may be the case to slow down, to do less, and to go inwards, and to not to try too hard. Your energy levels may be low, although we do have Mars in Gemini, which is quite a vibrant one, so those two playing off against each other. So potentially there are moments of high energy and then moments of needing to rest deeply. So until September, we're going inwards on another journey with Pluto in Capricorn, going into our inner world, taking the hero's journey to look at all the psychology, all the shadow inside, and to see where we can clean some of that up and face some of our own challenges. So very powerful, very necessary. But for the next couple of weeks, have a look at your energy levels. When you're in high energy, try not to do too much of a burst, because that could then bring a bit of a crash. But see if you can keep a fairly light schedule and have lots of rest. This is especially relevant by Monday as we're heading into the dark moon phase. So Pluto stationary in combination with the dark moon, that's a very deep and inwards aspect. So Monday is not a day to be rushing around or to be distracted on the outside, but to go with that inner journey, and no resistance, just go without any frustration, without any resistance, and glide into the depths of it. So we go through the dark moon on Tuesday. That's a continuation of the weekend and Monday, going inwards on that quiet and voluntary heroic journey. But by Wednesday we have the new moon in Taurus, so we get some fresh energy coming in at this point. Looking at this new moon, it's all about value, what we care about in our heart, and what we set our mind and our energy to creating. But it's a very slow creation. It's crafting carefully over time with love and honour. So this can't be rushed. Taurus likes to apply itself slowly and enjoy the process. So whether we're crafting something on the outside, or more likely we're crafting ourselves on the inside, internally, our love, our self-esteem, to make ourselves a work of art. So this goes perfectly well with the Pluto journey, and actually starts that journey. This is the first stage, to go in and start crafting ourselves on the inside. We are the work of art that we're creating, and this is all done through self-esteem, self-love, and clearing away any negativity. Taurus likes to get to the heart of the matter, so we can ask ourselves questions like, who am I? What do I care about? What's worth my precious energy and skill? These are the questions that are worth musing, because that helps focus the mind, which is Mercury still in retrograde, so that's a good focus to have a look inwards and to see what really matters, and to ask those relevant questions to give ourselves some focus. So Mercury is currently retrograde in Aries, but it came out of Taurus and back into Aries. So during that Taurus phase, we've had glimpses of the meaning and the answers to these questions, and now we simply need to apply ourselves with gratitude and grace. By Thursday, we have Mercury retrograde in Aries, meeting with Uranus. So this is the processing mind and the higher mind, meeting in Aries, which is all to do with the head. So a very heady day. But we do need that focus. If we can actually make that work for us, that will be wonderful. So there's a lot of heart activity and it's discovery going on with the Pluto retrograde and the new moon in Taurus. But now we need to focus our thoughts and our inspirations especially onto finding the true treasure inside. We can have a look at how different we are from before the retrograde, what's already changed, how we're thinking differently, and tune into those higher thought forms. Have a look, have you freed yourself from any heavy beliefs or behaviours, and are you becoming the master of your mind? Then by Friday we have Venus moving into Aries, so this is another Aries aspect, and we can have a look there at what is faith. Venus is our heart and Aries our spirit. So what are we believing in? What are we putting our heart into? Is it outside of ourselves? Are we giving our power away? Or are we going with all of these energies as they call us inwards to find and value our true divine self? So Venus reconnecting us to the heart spark of life itself, to our divinity, to our simplicity, and with the rest that's needed, over this week, this gives us permission to simply be. So there's a simplicity comes in by the end of the week that goes perfectly with everything that's gone before. So Pluto retrograde and dark moon go inwards. We're beginning a long and soulful journey. New moon in Taurus, get to the heart of the matter and what we value and what we're putting our energy into. Mercury and Uranus meeting in Aries, having a look at our focus and where our inspiration comes from. And then Venus into Aries, having a look at what is our heart spark and what do we value deep within. So altogether very reconnective energy, very slow, very simple, and it's a daily operation really on this long journey that we're just beginning. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to come for a reading to see where this is happening for you, I would love to meet you either in person or on Skype, and we can have a look at your birth chart, what's around you at the moment, and any other questions. Sessions include free tarot and are recorded MP3 for you to keep. You're very welcome to join my membership group where we can discuss these aspects as they come up, and we can learn astrology over the course of a year or two. So that's a very intuitive way to learn astrology. Or I also have my online courses where you can work at your own pace and have access to me for questions. I've created a Zodiac pack for each sign, which make lovely gifts. So there's your power animals and your birth tree and crystals and a custom essential oil recipe, all sorts of little goodies in there for the Zodiac pack. Readings are also available as vouchers, so those make wonderful gifts. And I've also created a tree oracle to go with my tree walk. So on the first Saturday of each month we have a 2-hour tree walk on Hampstead Heath, and I've created my own oracle deck to go with that. But that's also available separately, so please do come and have a look at my site. The horoscopes are written up there. I do have a shop, and my email address is zoehines7@gmail.com if you'd like to make contact with me to book a reading.